All right, let's get right into it. There's this massive question hanging over all of our heads. What is AI going to do to our jobs? You hear a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, but there's also this incredible opportunity. So today, we're going to break down how AI is already changing the world of work, right now.
I mean, this is it, right? The question that's on literally everyone's mind. This fear that some new technology is here to just replace us. It's a powerful feeling, and hey, it's nothing new. But what if focusing on replacement is making us miss the real story here?
Because what if the whole narrative isn't about people being replaced, but about our careers evolving? What if AI is actually creating this massive demand for a totally new kind of expertise? One that perfectly blends human judgment with these incredibly smart tools.
To really get our heads around this, let's look at a real-world example. It's one thing to talk about theories, it's another to see it in action. We're going to follow the career of one person to see how these big tech shifts don't just change job descriptions, they forge entirely new paths.
So, let's call this professional an AI navigator. And look at this journey. It starts back in 1995. Pretty standard stuff, right? Running IT for a DA's office. Then it moves into consulting, then pre-sales, then strategy at a major tech company. You see how each step builds on the last, riding the next wave of technology? And by 2025, that evolution leads to becoming an AI solutions leader. This isn't just a random career hop. It's a story of constant adaptation. So what kind of skills does this AI navigator actually have? Well, it's way more than just knowing how to code. It's about actually applying generative AI to solve real problems. It's understanding the cloud, it's making sense of data, and it's knowing how to keep it all secure. This mix of technical know-how and big picture strategy, that's what makes this kind of professional so valuable today.
And here's the most important part. This isn't just one person's story. It's a blueprint. It's a model that shows how you can build a career by starting with your expertise and then layering on the next big thing, which, right now, is definitely AI. Okay, so we've seen one person's path. Super interesting. But is this just a one-off, a niche thing, or is this part of a major economic shift? Let's zoom out and look at the hard data. Let's see what the market itself is telling us. Let's start with the money, because that always tells the story. 56%. Let that sink in for a second. That is the average pay bump, the wage premium that employers are willing to shell out for roles that require AI skills. This is not a tiny little increase. It's a massive flashing sign from the market, telling us what it values most right now. And get this, the demand is actually growing even while the rest of the job market is kind of cooling off. Look here, total job postings actually went down by over 11%. But job postings that specifically asked for AI skills, they went up by 7.5%. Even in a tougher market, the hunger for AI talent is speeding up. So when you put the big pay bump together with the fact that these jobs are growing while others are shrinking, the picture becomes crystal clear. This isn't a fad. This is employers, big and small, across every industry telling us exactly who they're trying to hire. So if these jobs are so in demand, what do they actually involve? This is where we need to get a really key concept straight. The real goal here isn't just automation. It's augmentation. It's all about making us humans better, faster, and smarter at what we already do. Economists actually have a term for this. They call it the Turing trap. It's this mistake of thinking the only goal of AI is to perfectly copy what humans do so it can replace them. The smarter play, the one that creates way more value and better jobs, is to use AI as a tool to augment us, to give us superpowers, creating totally new things we can do. And look, this isn't just some nice theory. We've got the receipts. A huge study found that customer support agents who used an AI assistant got through their work 14% faster. But here's the real kicker. For the new folks, the novices, their productivity shot up by 34%. AI literally helps close the experience gap. So the principle is actually pretty simple. Let AI handle the boring, repetitive, time-sucking stuff. That frees up people to focus on what we're actually good at: thinking critically, solving messy problems, and connecting with other people. It just elevates the value of what we bring to the table.
Okay, let's make this really tangible. Let's look at a few before and after pictures of some common jobs, just to see exactly how AI is changing the day-to-day grind.
All right, first up, a customer support agent. Before, their day was all about resolving tickets, writing up notes, following a script. Now, as a customer care specialist, they use AI to instantly get a summary of a customer's entire history and draft a perfect reply. This frees them up to use their brain, to exercise judgment, and to really solve the toughest problems.
Or how about in government? A permit technician used to spend all day manually checking applications against the codebook. Now, as a permit navigator, they can use AI to instantly create a list of corrections with the exact citations from the code. Their job completely shifts from being a clerk to being a guide, helping people through a complex system.
And it's not just big companies. Think about a bookkeeper for a small business. Instead of just sorting transactions, they become a financial records coordinator. The AI does the grunt work of categorization and then creates a simple summary of what happened with the money. This lets them spend their time actually talking strategy with the business owner.
Okay, so these examples show just how much potential there is for individual jobs, but that brings up a much bigger, much more important question. How do we do this at scale? How do we manage this massive shift as a whole society to make sure that everybody benefits, not just a select few?
Well, one idea being discussed is this framework of treating AI as a right. This isn't just about the tech itself, it's about policy. The big ideas here are making sure everyone has access to good AI, almost like a public utility. It means making sure the systems are safe and designed to empower people, not replace them. And crucially, it's about providing the training and support we all need to actually use these tools, and using AI to make our public services better for everybody. It's kind of a roadmap for a future where everyone gets a piece of the pie.
So we've covered the big economic trends, we've looked at specific jobs. Now let's bring it all back home. What does all of this actually mean for your career, starting today?
I think this quote from OpenAI CEO Sam Altman just absolutely nails it. Your expertise is not becoming worthless. Not at all. But experts who just ignore these new tools, they're going to get left behind. Your knowledge is the foundation. AI is the tool that builds on top of it.
So, let's tie this all together. Here's what you need to remember. First, AI skills are hot and they pay well. Second, the name of the game is augmentation, not replacement. It's about making you better. Third, your unique experience, your expertise, is actually more valuable than ever when you combine it with AI. And finally, in this new world, the real job security isn't having one specific title forever. It's committing to always be learning.
Look, the technology is here, the opportunity is becoming clearer every single day. These tools are just sitting there waiting for your unique expertise, your ideas, your direction. So the final question isn't about what AI is going to do to you, it's about what you're going to do with it. The prompt is yours.